Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this does not work. We got a lot of snow this weekend, and of course, the government shut down. And school's out. And most people just took the day off. So, old saying that poor people got to work. So, I'm actually here in my workshop working on some cabinets. And contemplating life in general. You know, I always loved history. History was always my favorite subject, you know. I love studying the Civil War, World War II, and the South Pacific and things. And I truly believe that if you pay attention to history, you can figure out how to do things in the future. That it will show you a path forward. And a lot of times, we forget about our history. Damn bit holder's not holding the bit. Sitting here thinking about that game. This weekend. There's so many things that, if they were a little bit different, might have been given us a different outcome. But one of the things that really came home to my mind, and I can't stop thinking about, is we keep making the same mistakes over and over again. We had the exact same thing happen to us the last time we were in the playoffs. Well, I know everybody's going to say, all you haters are going to say, yeah, you lost, because you suck. No, but I'm trying to understand the Sean Lee situation. Sean Lee has forever been one of my favorite players. I mean, Sean Lee has been, my Facebook profile on Cowboy Joe Boo is Sean Lee holding Joe Boo. That picture we took in 2014. It was right after Sean Lee had knee surgery, and it was up here in Chantilly, Virginia. And I will never forget that day for the rest of my life because it was incredible. They have all these lines set up so that way you can go through, get your autographs and everything. They had ropes blocking it off, so unless you paid for a ticket, you didn't get the autographs. And I'm out there doing a Joe Boo Sports Report. You know, I've got tickets to go ahead and see players. You know, Tony Romo. Got a picture with Tony Romo and Joe Boo and things. And I'm just out there waiting for, you know, next player that we're getting autographs signed up for. So just standing out there chilling. I'm holding Joe Boo. And Sean Lee and his people are walking right up. I didn't say a word to Sean Lee. He saw Joe Boo in my hands. And he stops. He says, "Whoa. What the hell is that?" I said, "It's Cowboy Joe Boo here to spread some mojo for the Cowboys." He said, "That is the coolest thing ever. He's like, "Can I have him?" I'm like, "Oh, you can't have him. It's Joe Boo. I need him for good luck." And he's like, "Okay." And keeps on walking on into the table. And he's got his knee wrapped up from the surgery. We had a ticket for him to get his autograph and things. And it's the first time Michael got to meet Sean Lee. And Sean Lee was Michael's favorite player. And we got up to the table. and put Jobu down because I'm going to take a picture so I can picture Jobu and Sean Lee. And Sean Lee picks up Jobu and says, Jobu, I need you to keep me healthy and on the field next year. And it was that next year, and the next 2 years, that he was a Pro Bowl player. And he was incredible playing. Speak of the devil, here's Michael, who will definitely have some words on Sean Lee. But Sean Lee has a training camp. They must have known that something was wrong because, in training camp, he didn't do much anything. In season, he played some, boom, immediately got hurt. And it just seemed like they were using him with kid gloves, saving him for the playoffs. But the time you saw Sean Lee out there, Sean Lee wasn't the Sean Lee. The mind's there. The mind never goes. But the body just didn't seem like it could follow up the same way we were accustomed to seeing Sean Lee. And I'm sitting here trying to understand. I understand that Sean Lee has been a cornerstone of the franchise.
And why use him as much as they did?
Well, and that's the thing. The thing that I don't understand, it seemed like...
It's okay in the rotation, but not as much as he was playing.
Can I talk about it? It was weird because they would take Jalen Smith out and leave Sean Lee, and then they would take Van Der Esch out and leave Sean Lee. I could understand if it was, okay, let's bring Sean Lee in for a couple of plays and so on, and then take him off. But we were constantly taking off these two young studs, these two young studs, still got this cold, that have been playing lights out all season. And it was clear that he was rusty. It was clear that he didn't have complete use of it, of his legs. It was clear that he's not the same player at this moment. That's not to say that if he was able to practice more and play more that he would get back in that shape, but this was playoffs. And you got to dance with the people that got you there. And I look back because this is exactly what happened to the Dallas Cowboys in the last time we were in the playoffs, where we fell behind against Aaron frickin' Rodgers, and I hate that guy. But it wasn't Sean Lee, it was Morris Claiborne. Morris Claiborne, the first half of that season, was the best period in his career. He was playing incredible, but Morris Claiborne does what he does, being the glass man. He got hurt. He couldn't play the end of the season. And when he finally got out there, it was the playoff game. And you know what happened with him? Aaron Rodgers was like 3rd and 15. Hands to the face. 15-yard penalty. We'd stopped him. 15-yard penalty, first down. Boom, they go down and score a touchdown. Had he not been in there and made that play, we might have won that game. And throughout the game, you could see that he did not have it. He was not right and couldn't even finish the game. So I ask ourselves, why do we do the same stupid things over and over, expecting a different result? Mike? How do you bring somebody who hasn't played really all season? I don't care that he's been the cornerstone of that defense for a long time, the heart and soul. I don't care about all the experience. You had to look at him and understand that he is not 100%. Because, and I've got to look at the film again because I know DMV said it was Sean Lee's fault on that play.
No, on the last play, I saw it was his fault because he could have stopped what's his name, Golf, and we would have an opportunity.
I just looked at it. To me, it did not look like the same Sean Lee because it was like the Sean Lee who couldn't shed blocks. It was a Sean Lee who couldn't come there with force. And I look at that and I say, why? I get it. You want him to play. You want him to be part of this run. You want to get him a ring. But to play him as much as he did, especially as you could see in real time and game time, that it wasn't quite there.
We had 2 drives they was out there and they scored. And when he wasn't out there the next drive, what happened? He stopped them.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and that's where you got to start looking at our team that keeps making mistake after mistake. Because in the playoffs, you don't have margin for error. There is no tomorrow. You got to do that stuff right now. So, as we sit here, Sean Lee recognizes that he doesn't have it like he used to, and that's why he's contemplating retiring.
Well, come back as a coach.
Yeah.
You're coaching like
And that's the hard part about football, because these guys become your heroes. These are the guys that you know, and yet they get old. And Father Time's undefeated. So, oh well. We'll live to fight another day. I'm Mark Holmes with Michael Anthony Fitness. What you got going on? I know you upgraded on your PlayStation set.
Yep. Upgrades.
So Michael Anthony's upgraded. So
at least more content for the off season.
Okay.
More
so
content.
I don't do games and all that, but if you want some, check out his channel. Yep. Get these cabinets and stuff done and get these pieces made for the car, and then I'm going to start working on a cabinet for the man cave so we can upgrade. We'll be live streaming tonight at 9 o'clock. We can all kind of cry together. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you guys.